That's all engineered light that's extending flat on the ground, which then, remember, moves all the way into the depths where I'm showing you it's reaching the book stacks back there. These are all stalkers. That's called stalking. This is present for what is light activity while you're stalking. This is the same library where the demons were gang stalking, just like they are right now, under a fake sun. This is the same library where I was at, where the entity was engaged in criminal summoning this morning. That's the reason for that title, because it's criminal with regard to the pattern of conduct where the entity has summoned itself. The illusion that there is something regarding the execution of the duties of an officer that has reasonable suspicion or probable cause, or is engaged in law enforcement, is engaged in any fact gathering, is engaged in law enforcement under any circumstances, when they're actually engaged in what is surveillance. Surveillance which is proven under a fake sun, because this is where it was at this morning. This is where it was at. Where the entity you saw that plane? Stalking. And this is light activity. This is the removal of Paul Leon, a domestic enemy. The municipality is gang stalking. And those are demons that are not taken off behind the amphitheater of the Ontario Town Square. That's stalking, light activity. These are the demons that are engaging in that pattern of conduct. EH04B95, a demon conspiring murder while engaging in a pattern of conduct. Crossing path right in your face. Conspicuous stalking, which they're going to be going to federal prison for. They also engage in criminal summoning together. And this is mental illness. Okay? That's a psychopath that's stalking you, maintaining a conversation, cheesing from ear to ear, like they're not here present, because this is the whole purpose of the fake sun in the first place. Those three demons, those clowns in the Ontario police uniforms, they're going to prison. Like I stated, the fake sun was right here over me, where the demons are using commercial planes, doing cartwheels in them, flying over this apartment building, because they know that I'm capturing video. This is the entity that's engaging what is slapping with engineered light, like Dylan did at 4 p.m., where the sun would not be in the same position to slap me with what is not even sunlight at 4 p.m. when you're seeing these clowns in Ontario police uniforms, and it's during the 8 a.m. hour. That's called impossible light activity. That's malicious, and it's also a sex act. You need to know the city of Ontario is also monitoring my vagina. Okay? The gang stalkers that are terrorists, don't try to hide Satan. The gang stalkers that are engaged in what is gang stalking with the city, that are immigrants, are being deported, while the city of Ontario is facilitating terrorism. Okay? Watering the grass is activity creation, relevant positioning, stalking in the path which the government needs under the fake sun. That's the same position it was at this morning, where those demons were engaging in cartwheels under the fake sun while I'm documenting at Euclid Avenue. The clown and demons that were walking in engineer light, as I spoke to the fact that she was monitoring Corey Walton, who's going to prison for kidnapping under the 10:29 a.m. fake sun during June of 2022. She's gang stalking at Starbucks at 6:33. This is the fake sun. I'm prosecuting Starbucks based on this. This is mental illness. This is public corruption that is not even a secret. Mental illness, stalking under a fake sun with engineered light, monitoring my vagina, 5FXA868. So is Paul Leon. The fake sun's over me at 12:51 p.m. That will be 11:51 a.m. outside of daylight savings time. There's no circumstance where this is naturally occurring, and it's also not in Florida. This is the P.O.C. The entity is engaged in kidnapping, the malicious pattern of conduct with the people of the state. Public corruption is criminal summoning, gang stalking with children, gang stalking at places like a library, showing you how the civilization is engaged in it. And this is the removal of Paul Leon from office. While public corruption, criminal surveillance is underway through every single last person, and it's in furtherance of murdering that person that they're gang stalking amongst what is surveillance proven. Those clowns are going to federal prison because they don't have to talk to you while they're engaged in surveillance in an environment where you're doing so while I'm investigating that, I'm publishing, you're going to prison. And you're going to be subject to mental examinations. This is P.O.C. All these demons are in this building monitoring me. They're all stalking. They're all demons. That's not sunlight. That is not sunlight, okay? That's absolutely impossible as well with regard to the place. Not only because the fake sun is here, what is that going to be? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, it is 3:22 in the afternoon. These demons are mentally ill while the door swipes open and close. It's light activity while they're monitoring. This is the pattern of conduct. This light sweeps into the depths where Mickey's walking on it after 5 p.m. Mickey's going to prison. She was gang stalking with the Ontario police this morning. That's impossible light. Monitoring with minor children. This pattern of conduct is 3:23 p.m. Stalking with light is the evidence of surveillance, and it's committed in furtherance of murder. The entity is maliciously engaged in criminal summoning. While they're engaged in surveillance, they're going to prison. These are children that are pacing. They're monitoring with minors. Ontario police are going to prison for what you saw on video today. It's the pattern of conduct by Mike Lorenz, Jason Fields. They're going to federal prison. That's the P.O.C. It's 3:23 p.m.